But all of the barriers that are supposed to protect American kids from that industry have been leveled. The political system, with the exception maybe of this state, which has the least corruption probably of any state in the country, but the federal system that really regulates this is gone. The vaccine industry, the pharmaceutical industry is a $1 trillion industry that puts more into lobbying every year, double what the next biggest, which is oil and gas, 5 times what defense and aerospace pays. So they've been able to pave over that system. They have the regulatory agency that's supposed to protect us from the industry that it regulates has become the sock puppet of the industry that is supposed to regulate. It is a classic captive agency. It's become a subsidiary of Big Pharma. Then you have the press, which again is compromised. I spoke to a news division president this week. I had breakfast with him, and he said that 70% of news division revenues during non-election years are coming from the pharmaceutical companies. So you have the press that has been compromised. They're the biggest advertisers now. They give 3.4 to 5 billion a year to press advertising, and then the lawyers are gone. Normally, they would be the final barrier. The courts, the lawyers, the judges. But Congress has taken away jurisdiction of federal and state courts in any case for vaccine industry. So nobody can sue them. There's no discovery, there's no depositions, there's no class actions, there's no documents. All of those things that would protect us are gone. The only thing left that protects that child from that company, the only barrier standing is the parent. And now they want to take the parent away. And this isn't just happening in Vermont. They took 139 measles cases and they parlayed it nationally into this movement where there's 101 of these bills in 38 states right now, all at the same time, all a heavily orchestrated campaign to remove the parents from the equation. And, you know, I've spent a lot of time with these, what they call anti-vax parents. I found that they're not anti-vax at all. They're not ideologically against vaccines. Most of them are people who have a vaccine-damaged child, a child who has some kind of intellectual damage, which they believe came from that vaccine. They don't want to give that vaccine to the little brother, who may have the same genetic vulnerability. And if you look at what will happen, if they take their child to a doctor and say, look, I need a medical exemption because my older kid got this intellectual disorder from the vaccines, I want to protect his little brothers and sisters, the doctor will say, no, CDC says that couldn't happen. I can't give it to you because CDC tells me that's impossible.